calligrapher in the Islamic Arabic tradition of calligraphy, having studied a very unique style of calligraphy from China, actually, as well as Arabic calligraphy directly from masters in Turkey and Egypt. And it's actually rare that you find someone who has what we call ijaza, or permission, authority as a recognized calligrapher. They're very rare these days. I mean, we're talking. How many would you say, Hajj, in the world? Maybe less than 10. And so it's quite something. So you will hardly find calligraphy like this in the Islamic tradition in the world. Most of it is. His style is very unique because he combines the Chinese style of calligraphy with the Arabic style. So often, what he writes in Arabic is also depicted simultaneously as a Chinese character with the same meaning. Yeah. So he actually will, in many of his works of art, you'll see that he draws it vertically, that the Arabic is sideways, but in the Chinese way of writing vertically. So what else should I say? I think that should do it. Arabi. In the name of God, the most merciful, the most compassionate. Peace be upon you. All praises due to God, the Lord of all the worlds, and may the peace and blessings of God be upon the Prophet Muhammad, the seal of prophets and seal of prophecy. Naam, Arabi. So this is our translator. All right. So he will translate Arabic to English, and I'll translate English to English for him.
Well, first of all, let me tell you guys something. I hope that I do justice to translation. Okay, so my brother said that he's going to be speaking very slow and also not so complicated. So, but again, because of he does not speak English as well as I am, then I will translate. So that, hopefully it would not be necessity for, again, translation. When you begin to the workshops and all the other stuff, it's going to be much more easier. But I'll do my best, again, to translate the concepts that he's going to talk about at this moment. Okay, and then so we're just going to now talk about some of the concepts, and then later on we're going to get to the drawings and writings and the calligraphy part. So in the very early ages, the Muslims, what was the way of communication for them was using the Arabic writing, so that they can not only communicate with each other, but of course the main language became the Arabic. So there is some differences between the Islamic writings, or I may say that even though that is in Arabic, but the common way of writing of Arabic. So we need to distinguish these two from each other.
مثلا الله.
So for example, the word Allah, which all you all familiar with, and I'm hoping that you have the Allah in your hearts, everybody here, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
وهذا يسمى خط الديواني لأن خط العربي خط متنوع. هذا منه يسمى خط الديواني.
So this calligraphy or the way of writing is called the way of writing called Diwani, which is one of the ways of calligraphy in Arabic.
الحروف العربية 28 وعند الكتابة من يمين وإلى الشمال بعكس الإنجليزي.
The alphabets of the Arabic are in 28 alphabets that they also divide into like the north and the south. So we'll talk about that.
يعني هل أنتم تعرفوا أول حرف ما هو من الحروف العربية؟ هم يعرفون؟
So again, he was wondering that are we familiar with any of the Arabic alphabets?
أنا أعرفه هو يعرف.
Okay.
أنا أتكلم عربي.
All right. So if they're not all, but one at least, you know.
ما هو أول حرف؟
Anyone who know any alphabets?
أول حرف.
You could say any of the letters that you may know in Arabic.
ألف.
ألف.
ألف نعم. الألف وعند الكتابة سهلة جدا مثل رقم واحد.
Okay.
من فوق إلى تحت.
So the alphabet, the first alphabet is the alif, which is like a one in the number one in the alphabets, but also it looks just like one in numeric ways of writing. So that's different ways of writing the letter alif or a. Like if you come to the A, B, C, D, we come into a.
هذا كلهم ألف بشكل مختلف.
So they all can come in the different shapes depending on the way of writing and calligraphy.
في سؤال الآن عندنا في هذا الأقلام هذا من الحشر.
So these are the instruments that we use for this purpose.
هذا القلم أمامه بلف القماش ولهذا ليس.
Okay, so as you see, one of them has what he called a mama, which is like a turban on its head. Okay, and the other one does not. So, but again, each of them have a purpose for it.
الآن سوف نشوف في نفس الوقت هذا في القماش هذا ما في قماش. لو وضع الحبر نفس الوقت هذا الحبر.
So for the ones you do not see, he is actually putting the ink over each one of them, so you could write.
شيء خفيف.
Okay, so then it just gives you a shape, okay, or a shadow of the letter. This one gives you the very dense and very prominent ink passing by because it has the cloth which is attached to it, which holds the ink, so that it transfers the ink very well over the paper.
وإذا تكتب في البتوي كله أسود. شوف بتوي كله أسود.
So, all of them, when you begin like, drawing like in a straight line, and then you could see the curvatures and all that later.
وإذا بالسريع شوف أبيض ولا أسود.
So if you do it very quickly, then you're going to see.
مثل هذا.
Right. So you could see the very ways of the waves and the colors and the gray and black.
نكتب الأشكال. هذا كذلك ألف مثلا البامبو شوف. هذا كتاب.
It's also alif. Or like that one,
هذا موج.
which has waves.
يا يمكن هكذا.
Or bigger waves. If you guys are surfers, this is good for you.
عندنا كتاب. نعم.
Now forgive me, I don't have to translate everything that he says. I just may sometimes add on so just so that you guys get a little bit. especially in the surfing parts.
الآن سوف أكتب مثلا سبحان الله.
So for example, Subhanallah, which means that, Almighty is pure of all what we think of Him.
وحلف الحبر مرة واحدة بيخلص.
Okay, so this is a combination of that. This is the word that he was talking about, Subhanallah, which is a combination of few of the letters combined together to give this formation. And then this last area right here is actually the Allah. Okay, so Subhanallah. Okay. It's surfing, right?
نعم.
Okay.
اسم هذا المؤتمر السلام. كيف نكتب سلام نشوف؟
Okay, so now he's going to demonstrate the word that when we say peace to each other, salam.
شوف هذا السلام سين.
So here's the scene, that part.
سين.
S.
والثم.
Then the la. Then la and a.
وميم.
And then the meme. So it will be salam.
يعني ومثل هذا سنكتب كذلك. شوفوا.
I gotta figure this out.
هذا سلام.
Oh, another salam. Yeah, okay.
مثل الكلب.
Ooh, beautiful.
سلام.
So also the scene is demonstrated over there like 3 waves. Here is like a one full sa. So this is also a representation of sa, and then the la and a, and then again ma.
هذا سلام مثل حمام. كذلك يشوف السين واللا والميم زي حمام. شفتوا؟
Right. So, as you saw, he began from the end, which with the mim, and then he went to the sa, and then the la. And then again, he says it's like hammam. And hammam is like bathhouse. Okay? So it's in the same. Oh, hammam? Oh, hammam. Hammam, the dog. Oh, I'm sorry. The oh, I see. What is the hammam? Oh, the bird. Okay, the dove. Okay. Sorry. Here also you can hear the word hammam and then the halam.
لأن اللغات العربية في مشكلة هذا الكلمة. مثلا في هذا يعني في شدة بدون شدة.
So what he's explained is that in the word of Arabic, for non-Arabic person that I am, but I understand some level, it is that only like an emphasis on meme or the ma or the m would make a difference from bathhouse to the dove. Okay, so hammam is the dove. Hammam is the bathhouse, whichever you prefer. I have to recover myself. Oh my goodness! Have you guys had lunch or not yet? You have had lunch?
Yeah.
Okay, good then. Don't worry.
هذا مشكلة. شوفوا أنتم شفتوا كثير لغات عربية في النوت يعني في النقط. هذا كثير النقط.
And these are what we call the dots or the nuqta, which actually, when they go under or above a letter, actually it gives it the sound. Okay.
يعني هذا مشكلة. نقطة في الفوق نقطتين. هذا جيدا يسمى الكتاب.
I thought that he's going to write kebab.
Yeah. Well,
but it went to kitab, okay?
هذا كباب.
See? So if it is that dot here, and that's why I asked you that if you had had lunch or not. Then kebab. But again, if these dots, two of them, are above here, then it becomes kitab, which is the book.
وإذا في الأردو يحب الخط أكثر يعني بنقطة أكثر مثلا هو الباء هو وضع 3 نقط يقول بها.
So in Urdu, right? In the Urdu language, which is also like a mixture of the Persian and Arabic and also maybe a few other, but the usage of the dots, it could be different, okay, instead of just pure Arabic, okay, that it can give it a different sound, for example, like a pe sound, because pe sound does not exist in Arabic, or che sound does not exist in Arabic, or you see what I'm saying? But then you have the 3 dots existing in Arabic, like tha. Tha has 3 dots on it. Or sha.
الآن سنكتب نكلم بعض اللغات الصينية. اللغات الصينية.
Okay.
اللغات الصينية عند الكتابة امسك قلم هذا الشكل.
Okay, so you said that in the China, when in China they want to do calligraphy, they use that kind of a brush and they hold it the way that he's holding it.
ليس هذا يعني هذا لماذا؟ لأن امسك قلم نشوفه واحد قلم مثلا هذا بسم الله شوف.
So in Chinese, when he's writing the Bismillah, this is how they would be.
واحد قلم عند الكبير.
Sahih. With actually a pen which has a much larger head.
Yeah.
Okay.
وإذا عند كتب اللغات الصينية كيف؟ مثل أشكال مثلا هذا الجبل.
This in Bessin in Bessin.
هذا بسين.
Bessin. Okay.
هذا قبل 4000 سنة.
Okay. So in the Chinese, when they write, there are symbols that they use, like mountains and like symbols of that we are familiar with.
قبل 4000 سنة. بعد قبل 2000 سنة هكذا.
Okay. So there are different ways of showing the vowels in the Chinese, in the more of like a symbolic way.
هذا الآن.
Like this is like now.
الآن. ومثل هنا شوفوا هذا سمك.
سمك.
هذا الشبك. هذا شوفوا الشجر.
شجر. Okay, that's a tree, and these are all like different type of things. But also I noticed, just me learning, the Bismillah, that he was talking about, Bismillah. This was the Bismillah. You could see that if you turn this horizontally, it looks like Arabic actually. But they write it vertically.
مثلا هنا ماذا نكتب هنا؟ شوف الحمد لله.
Oh, I see.
يقول الحمد لله.
صحيح. So in Chinese letters, praise be to Allah is written in this way, and every one of those moves, represents a letter in Chinese.
وإذا نكتب في أول محاضرة نقول بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم تشوف هذا الشكل. شوف.
Yeah, I could read that very clearly. Bismillah Rahman Rahim.
Yeah.
Okay? I can see, even though that, I do not know Chinese, but what he wrote, if I'm looking at it this way, I can see it in Arabic. I mean, if I can turn it this way, because Ba, Sa, Ma, Allah, Rahman, Rahim.
والآن موجودة.
Learn something today?
عندنا في دقيقتين فقط. من يريد إلى أمامي بجرب بهذا القلم ممكن يأخذ واحد شخص ممكن. هذا 2 minutes.
Yeah.
ما يأتي.
So he prefers, if I understand right, that he would use the one with the amame, which has the cloth on it, so that he can have that dense, you know.
يعني ما يريد
So,
الحالة هنا.
do you want to try? Any one of you guys
Yeah,
want to
we
give it a
had
try?
the pen.
Come on, don't fear of the pen. The pen is friendly. Come on, anybody? Please, come on over.
تشوفها. خلي هون.
Oh,
ممكن.
سهي
حبر.
ممكن الهبة.
فنكتب سلام. نكتب سلام.
سلام.
نشوفها اكتبها سلام سين هذا.
Okay.
سمة هذا وهنا.
Okay. He's teaching you the greeting, salam. And he's showing you the direction of the pen, the direction of the movement of the pen. So follow the direction of the pen. So you're going to go right to left.
يا جميل.
Okay, and then go
يا.
down. Wow, very good.
Yeah.
And then down. Ooh. And then the round. Voila, mashallah. Very good, he says. I cannot do it like that. You know.
الوقت انتهاء ما وقت جواب السؤال. عندكم أي سؤال عندنا موجود في الخارج أو إن شاء الله بكرة عندنا workshop أنتم ممكن تشرفنا.
Inshallah. So he said that because of the shortness of the time, and I know that they're going to have lots of questions and answers, we will wait to answer the questions and answers. Hopefully it will be tomorrow, I think. Would that be tomorrow in the time of workshop? That we will see you over there. And I hope that I can, certainly Almighty give me the chance to be also in the presence of the Ustad, which is really the master of this beautiful calligraphy. He is thanking you all for being here and presenting.